The potential for severe weather will be there on Thursday. I'm meteorologist Joe Martucci, and we're going to start off with how to prepare for Thursday because there's two rounds of severe weather to talk about. One during the early to mid-morning, another one during the evening. Now, thankfully, both of these are not high threats, but we still need to prepare here. Finding an easy way to get weather alerts. If you go to our website or if you sign up for our newsletter, you will get them immediately here. Now, we can also cut down loose tree limbs, tie down the garbage cans because winds can be damaging. Have your devices charged overnight as well in case we do get into a power outage. And in the unlikely but realistic scenario of a tornado, get to the lowest floor of where you're at, whether it's your apartment, your office, your home. Get away from windows and near the center of the building. Not the center of the room, the center of the building. We're in a level 1 of 5 severe weather risk for most of the inland spots. The shore is just in the general thunder risk. And as you make your way towards the Turnpike corridor, then we're talking about a slight risk, a level 2 of 5 risk. Here are the storm threats. You might be looking here and saying, Joe, medium. How many tornadoes will there be? Well, this is relative to the tornado risk. So most days out of the year, the tornado risk is a 0. But this is actually a pretty good risk for a tornado compared to what it usually is. So we do need to pay attention, but they will be weak. Damaging winds, I'm going to say low. Isolated areas will be possible. That's what we see a couple of times during the year. No hail will be likely here, and flooding rains is a medium risk. In fact, flooding rains could be the highest risk from this. Now, as we go into Wednesday night, we have thickening clouds. Rain starts after 5 a.m. Temperatures around 60 degrees everywhere. Let me step out for our radar here. You see that rain during the early to mid-morning. That's with the warm front. And then after that warm front lifts, we actually get into some rain-free conditions for most of the day. In fact, it's not a washout here, and most outdoor activities look okay unless you really need a full day with no rain throughout. Now here comes that second line here. It's not going to come in probably until after dark. This is 11 o'clock. Could be a little bit earlier, but the point is a lot of that is going to stay to our north, and we're not going to see the brunt of it. Now, in terms of our atmospheric juice, convective available potential energy, this is for 8 a.m. on Thursday. It's relatively low. 500 to 1500 is not that much here. Now, that's good news because if this was to happen at, let's say, 5 o'clock with those morning thunderstorms, this was 5 o'clock p.m., this CAPE, and it is, will be higher, and as a result, the better potential for severe weather. So we are thankful that these thunderstorms are coming during the early morning where the threat is lower. In terms of rainfall totals, generally we're not going to have as much as our friends along the the Turnpike corridor over towards Philadelphia. However, there is potential for a quick inch with this. Here's a look at your Thursday numbers. We will be talking about thunderstorms until about 9 a.m. Then I can't rule out a shower or storm at any point of the day, but I'm going to say after 9 o'clock, at least 80 to 90% of your daytime hours will be dry. It will be a muggy day with high temperatures in the 70s everywhere. Outdoor planner, no red lights anywhere, but you do have to be cognizant that if you are going to be outside, make sure you have a close place that you can run inside to in case you get under a thunderstorm. Then for Thursday night, showers possible until 1 a.m., roadway flooding possible, a damaging wind gust not ruled out, but we're going to drop that tornado risk. Now, as we go into Friday, here's another look at the radar. You see those thunderstorms and showers right along the coast in the Cape May County. The front actually sets up just offshore, and then it pushes to the east. Should be dry for most of Friday as well, but here comes another line of thunderstorms. This is with a cold front. This will try to pass through during the evening hours, and as we're looking at our convective available potential energy, there is more juice with this. That being said, convective available potential energy doesn't tell the full story. There's things like twisting of heights in the atmosphere, shear. We're not going to have a lot of shear. So the potential for thunder is great, but the potential for severe weather on Friday is low. Now here's a look at Atlantic City Beer Fest. We have 3 sessions. We have Friday night, Saturday during the day, Saturday night. Temperatures staying pretty summery here, pretty seasonable for early June here across the area. We are looking quite nice to be in Atlantic City. The only exception, Friday night, there can be a shower or maybe a thunderstorm until 9 p.m. Here's a look at our mainland 7-day forecast. Temperatures rise and rise and rise and rise. And we're going to have a spectacular weekend here in South Jersey. We are making up for last weekend. And then you saw those 90s. As we go into next week, we could have our first official heat wave at Atlantic City International Airport with 3 days of 90-degree or greater heat. Over at the shore, it is just looking fantastic, really. We have a stretch of A+ weather here as we go over the next couple of days once we get past Friday. We'll keep you updated on the storm here. You can follow me on social media for the latest. Also, if you come to our website, pressofac.com/weather, look for an updated forecast around midnight tonight, and we'll also be tracking there as well.